Everyone, this video is a little bit different to what we normally do for the lasses. We've got interviews with Becky Langley and Hannah Greenwood. We're going to do the last word outside a metro station. And of course, you're having a little bit of a travel vlog as I make my way from London back to Newcastle. Good morning from Heathrow. My flight's been cancelled. So now I've got to make alternative plans to get up to see the Newcastle Women play. I've got a vlog going out. I've still got the last word to go out. I'm way behind schedule. Absolutely chaotic because of the storm. We're going to leave the hotel now, get back up north, jump on a train and see how Becky Langley and the lasses do against the Middlesbrough side, which has a ton of ex-Newcastle players. Let's get ganning. Right, everyone, we have arrived in King's Cross. So we have about an hour and 20 to kill. So I'm going to get the laptop out.
Nearly 4 hours later.
We are at Kingston Park, and I'm happy because I'm back in the Bonnie tune. Yes, it might be cold. Yes, it might be raining, but I'm in the heart of the north, Newcastle. Camden. I'm just happy to be back the tune, to be honest. And of course, to see the lasses.
Well, mine was just as bad as yours, mate. My train got delayed an hour. Didn't get back into Newcastle just before 12 o'clock, so I've only had a night's sleep on you. That's about it, really.
I had a lovely sleep. I didn't go down there.
3 hours later.
Whoa! Bloody hell, that needs to stop happening. Hello everyone, welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV. So it's kind of like a last word in with a little bit of a vlog because obviously I've had a bit of a nightmare getting back from the Brentford game. As you can see, we are outside Kingston Park Metro as we cars at the airport, 3 stops along. But anyways, we're here to talk about Newcastle United Women's performance, and we've also got a couple of pressers from Hannah Greenwood and Becky Langley. Dale's going to join me now. Right, so we've got Dale with us, so obviously seen a little bit of the vlog. Obviously we're going to talk about the match, and obviously you'll see some clips over the top as well. But got ya just half an hour. We've seen the lineup, Dale. I was actually surprised because it was pretty strong.
It was strong. I thought you might have played a bit more weaker side because we've got Manu on Wednesday, so I thought some lesser people coming in that's got less game time to come in, but fair plays to Becky. She played a strong side. She respected Middlesbrough because she knew, fine fact, over 90 minutes, anything can happen in football.
It is, and obviously we've seen Amber playing centre-back, which was a little bit surprised with Hannah just in front of her. Of course, Shania was on the bench. That's probably the only real, maybe you might say, surprise. But obviously, Middlesbrough, you'll hear quite a bit about it in this video. A lot of the Middlesbrough players, 7 out of that 11 that started, used to be former Newcastle players, and they all live in Newcastle. Even the manager, Mick, is a Geordie. I mean, they had more Geordies than what Newcastle had today, which is, I think, probably a first that'll ever happen. But it was strange, wasn't it? Because I went to the game last week. It'll be strange for you this week. It'll be strange for people who didn't see the game last week. You got Shauna, you've got Grace Boys, you've got Lauren Robson. I can go on, Ellen Packham, Laura Waham. There's so many of them. Do you not think it was a bit pinch me moment, like, eh?
Yeah, it was. Like, just seeing them there going, you played for Newcastle like a couple of years ago. This last season they were under Newcastle. But it's good to see, though. It's just like good to see, like, the lasses have got fine, like, obviously playing for Middlesbrough now, new club. So fair play to them, just showing to Becky, this is what I can do if you give us the chance. But fair play to them, just great game of football today.
It was so weird seeing them out. It really was, and just mad because obviously some of them only left literally a few months ago in the summer. But let's get on to the game. The weather was absolutely, and still is, absolutely horrendous with this storm. It's affected my journey. It's affected people in the west as well in the country. Just madness. This is why we're doing the last word here, by the way. This is why we're sat outside, well, stood rather, we'd say Kingston Park Metro, because they're all locking up shop at Kingston Park Stadium, kicking them out. But anyway, I've gone on a tangent. But going back to the game, it was a scrappy game, wasn't it? Let's be honest, there wasn't much quality from it.
Yes, it was scrappy, but it was a good game, though. Both teams going for it. FA Cup 4th rounds, Super League team could come their way, each way. But it was good, the weather, plus the weather, the wind, the rain, everything. But it was a good game of football, good battling. It was good to see for once, like, the wind was a major, big key things. The ball was spinning.
Do you think it was a good game, like?
It was a good game for both.
I think it was a poor game.
Well,
you about football is the different opinions, isn't it?
The main thing is like what later on you'll see Becky in the interview say, Scrappy, don't care about Scrappy as long as you get that W and we're in the hat for the next round.
I think that's important with cup games, is you just get that next round. And
Fourth round.
obviously, it was scrappy. Laura Wynne was tested early on. I don't think Claudia really had much to do, and you just hope that none of them end up scoring. We've seen Millie Bell had an offside goal or goal disallowed as well. I think that was second half, wasn't it? And but going back to the first half, Hannah Greenwood, who rarely scores, probably one on average a season, but she's there. It's a mistake from the keeper. Palmer back out, didn't collect the ball from a shot, and there's Hannah Greenwood sticks it in with 1-0 up.
Exactly. Right place, right time for Hannah Greenwood there. Should the keeper have done better?
Yes.
Yes, it could have, but the main thing is Hannah was there, right time, just slotted in there, 1-0, and just lifted the players. We got that goal, we got that lead. All of a sudden, just changed. We just went on the offense and tried to get more. Middlesbrough were kind of shocked by this. They were like trying to work their way into it, but then we got that goal, scrappy. But that's what you need in football. Them chances, you've got to put them away, and Hannah did.
She was at the right place, right time. Like I say, I disagree with Dale. I don't think it was a great game, but I was freezing. A lot of people were cold as well. I still am. But I went into half time. We went 1-0 up, and that's all that matters. I said a couple of years, didn't I? Said at the next goal, if Newcastle score again, Middlesbrough aren't coming back. They didn't create enough. And look, I know it's difficult for them because obviously they're in Tier 4 and they should really come up this season. Obviously they played Hull the previous week and battered them, who play a league above them. But second half, right, you're thinking, go on then, go and kill the game off. And it took a while, didn't it, for Hannah Greenwood to slot home, but it come eventually though, didn't it?
Yeah, coming yet again, Hannah Greenwood, right place, right time again, in the scramble, in the box. She's there, but that's
Good finish, that one.
It was a good finish. She did slot there straight away, saw the gap, put it in there. That's what the lasses needed. Once that got second goal went in, we went for third, we went for fourth, trying to get more goals in, and that's what we need. We need them positive people on the back foot. Go out there, put on a performance, although despite the cold weather, because both teams were affected by the weather, you could tell.
You sound like Eddie Howe.
Yeah, you got to be in the weather, man. You got to be in the weather. But this time we won, so we can't blame the weather for that. But it's not that.
What's going on there? Oh, there's
a metro driving by in a minute. So apologies if sound there.
Hey, the train spotters will be loving this. Then you never know. There might be a train spotter watching right now who's about to see a metro go past. Adam will be on there from the Nova Radio. Give him a wave. There he is. He was waiting a wave from Nova Radio. Shout out, Adam. Obviously, I did talk about Millie Bell having a disallowed goal, but really, Claudia Mon wasn't tested, was she? Let's be honest. It was, I wouldn't say comfortable because I still think it was like a scrappy afternoon. You've left your bag just in the middle of the entrance.
I know.
But we got the win. We got there. Obviously, the draw is coming up in the next 24 hours. But before we talk about that as well, here is what Becky said. Now, if you do want to see the full press conference, it's over on our sister channel at FTV Extra. But here is a couple of minutes of her talking about the game.
Yeah, I think first and foremost it's important to get the result and a clean sheet. And there's positives to take, definitely. Was delighted to see Ella Baker make a debut for the team. I think credit to Middlesbrough. I thought they competed well in the game, they made it tough, they made it scrappy. But yeah, definitely expected us to have more control.
We saw a lot of positional rotation, particularly and most notably between Amber and Demi, sort of rotating in and out of the back line and into midfield. How valuable was that for particularly gaining control of the match in the second half? And how valuable is that sort of positional flexibility to you in the team?
Yeah, I think when Demi rolls in, she's obviously got some great technical competencies, so she's able to secure possession for us, which gives us that overload centrally. So yeah, it's something that's important. It wasn't something we worked on in the game or prior to the game, but came out naturally. So yeah, I guess it's a tool for us to use in the future.
Congratulations, Becky. You talked about Hannah Greenwood towards the back end of last season as a bit of an unsung hero. Today, 2 goals, fantastic performance. What does she bring to this Newcastle United team for you?
Yeah, I thought Hannah had a particularly good second half. I thought some of her 1v1 defending was good. I thought she dominated the duels well, and obviously she scored both goals from the set pieces, which is brilliant. And credit to the staff team, Claire and Luke, for all the work they've done on our attacking set pieces. But yeah, I think we need to create more in open play. So yeah, it's disappointment, I guess, from my side with that.
And we'll do with Jonathan Greenwood, and we're back. So, obviously that was Becky. So as I say, that's on Extra, NFTV Extra if you want to see all of that. We've got Hannah Greenwood coming up in just a second. Who would you like in the next cup draw? Do you want a WSL side or do you want to avoid them?
If it's a home tie, I'll definitely go for a Super League team. Apart from Man U, Liverpool, Everton that we've played, if we're going to get a WL side, I want a Man City, a Chelsea, and Arsenal.
You want one of them?
Yeah, of course. Why not? Just go for it. If you like, then that way, if we knock them out, everyone's. It's going to be a big ask, but you never know in football. Look at the FA Cup. That's the mass of the men and the women's. There's always going to be an upset somewhere. Why not us?
Me personally, I would have said that last season because we were clamouring to see how far we are away. I think the first two games of the WSL side got a good point against Everton. Great first half, poor second half. Liverpool tore her apart. Liverpool just been beaten quite comprehensively today, 4-0 off Man United, who we have next. So Wednesday's a big one. So personally for me, I would like to try and get as lower down the table as possible and go on a cup run, but especially with like the league structure at this time of year, breaks up quite a lot and it's awful in December and January where the men's cramp up massively. But obviously Man United on Wednesday, which we're going to be down there for. It's not a dead rubber. Man United are almost through. We can get third. We can't qualify, unfortunately. But what do you do there? Do you stick? Do you go strong, or do you want to rotate again? Because we're seeing the likes of Casey Elson get a substitute appearance today. We're seeing Ella Baker making a debut. Big shout with her. Congratulations. Georgia Gibson got a few minutes as well. I say a few. I'm talking like 25 minutes upwards. So do you rotate?
I would have said yes because we've got Blackburn on Saturday, but now that's been postponed due to Blackburn's FA Cup today got cancelled.
Breaking news. If you didn't know that, our game with Blackburn is off.
Yeah, because I think it was due to, obviously, with the storms and all that waterlogged pitch, I think. But since that's out the way, we've got no game there. You might as well go full strength. Might as well go to Man U, full strength squad. Go, you know what? Go and make yourself. Go and make a name of yourselves. Go and beat Man United. I know Man U will have a weakened side, but still, go out there, if you beat them, that's like you would beat Man U. That's a big thing, and they'll get more confidence for the lasses that they've already got. But we can beat the Super League team.
Yeah, we'll be bringing you. If we get pressed, we're waiting to be 2BC. We'll be in the gantry. If not, we'll be amongst the fans. But before we hear from Hannah Greenwood, you've just mentioned that break there. I think it's an awful break. Newcastle will have 5 weeks off, which it's not great, is it?
Nah, it's not at all. It's not. But I think if Becky knows it's going to be an extra 5 weeks, I think she'll organise some friendlies behind closed doors and keeping them fit and keep them like shape, really, like making sure they've got like the football in there.
Give them a couple of weeks off. Christmas time in that.
Yeah, you give them Christmas time in there, but it'll be like training and probably like a couple of friendlies just to keep the sharpness to ready to go for the second half of the season. And the league is so tight, anything can happen.
Yeah, there might even be closed doors friendly between the first team and the devs potentially, or mix it up. But in fact, they will get time off. So apologies, they will get time off. But yeah, it's Hannah Greenwood and what she said about the performance and the gap in the games.
We've had some ups and downs. I mean, it's our first year in the Championship, so it was always going to be a challenge and a good test coming into it. I think we've had some really good results and positive results, like against Birmingham and that first Conti Cup game against Everton. I think we really tested them. It still shows that we've got lots to learn though. There's some results like Charlton, we should have seen that game out and won. Liverpool, probably a bit of a check to see where we were really and what we need to work on to really get to that next level. But yeah, I think we're in a good place to push on, and on Wednesday it'll be another good test, and hopefully the rest of the season we can really push on and see where we can finish. Yeah, we know some of the Boro girls really well. They helped us out last year and helped us get that league win. We're really appreciative of that. We've got some good mates on that team. There might be some banter. But really happy to get the win. Over Christmas, I think I'll just enjoy family time and chill out a bit, but still work hard, ready to come back flying.
And we're back. So, there's no Joe today. Joe, this is where I'm going to give you some stick, Joe.
Disgraceful, Joe. Disgraceful. How can you pick Beamish?
In this weather?
Exactly, Joe. Shame on you.
Disgraceful. I thought you were a proper football fan, Joe.
I know.
disappointing you like. So Joe, there's no Joe, so there's no vlog on Extra unless he makes a video. I don't know. So you might have to see. But we do have the interviews, which you see both of them in full. Last one before we wrap up, because how long have we got? 6 minutes. I've shortened that down. It was 20 before. So we've got to get to the airport and jump in the car. And I don't think this is going to be we're not going to disagree on this. Who's player of the match today?
Hannah Greenwood.
Was anyone far from her?
I
thought Emma Kelly was bright.
Yeah, Emma Kelly was great in midfield. Great to see her back, like fully fit now. Yet again, I keep seeing this every time I have it. It's Amber again. She was centre back. She was centre mid. She was left back at some point. Demi Stokes had another good game.
I thought she drove on brilliantly.
Yeah, she drove on, but that was good though because it was communication between Amber and Demi. Demi, you go up there, I'll sit in your position, and it was just great to see. Just the lasses are working really well together, and the confidence, like the faith in the got in each other, which is positive for us.
Yeah, make sure Hannah Greenwood was great and the experienced players shone through today as well. So Newcastle are in the next round. If you do want to keep an eye on that, to check out our socials. We'll let you know who Newcastle United get in the FA Cup. For me personally, lower league side, Dale went to WSL side, let us know. Hope you enjoyed that. We had to do this a little bit different. We haven't brought a normal vlog because of all the travel chaos. But yeah, as I say, drop us a like, everyone. And if you can go out to NFTV Extra and you can see all of the presses on there. Me and Dale, we shall leave you. Ta-da.
Bye.
Bye.